CA Hoops Weekly presented by Under Armour here on quarterfinal Saturday. Rob, another exciting day of action here. Let's get right to the highlights. Our very first game, Hofstra taking on Drexel. Very business-like approach today for the Pride.
Yeah, Hofstra showed why they're the number one seed. They came out and took care of business. They also showed why Wanye Green is the player of the year. He was tremendous today, 22 points, probably with 4 players in double figures, and he led to a lot of that. Not only was he scoring the ball in the lead and score, but setting guys up and was tremendous all day. We talked last night in our preview of this game about how Drexel needed to keep the pace down, but Hofstra with 80 points and getting the victory today. They kept their pace, very businesslike as you said, and gets the win and advances to the semis.
Once again, for the second year in a row, the Pride will advance to the semifinals, and they will take on the William & Mary Tribe, who used a very effective first half defense to pull away from James Madison.
Yeah, an amazing run by William & Mary in the first half. They get down 6-1 early, but then go on a 20-0 run, and that was the story of the game. It's 31-15 at the half. James Madison made a nice comeback in the second half behind Ron Curry, got as close as 5 points late, but too much William & Mary. Omar Pruitt, tremendous today with 25 points to lead the Tribe, and the Tribe and the Pride back in the semifinals.
Yes, indeed, and we'll get to that preview a little bit later. And the later session here on Saturday, we had our first game was UNCW. College of Charleston, our closest match of the game, and it was back and forth, Rob.
Yeah, back and forth, a tale of two halves. College of Charleston comes out on fire in the first half, 7 of 9 from three-point land, take a 13-point lead at halftime. But UNCW with quite a comeback, as they've done several times this season. They get back in the game. Chris Fleming hits 3 threes to kind of lead the charge. UNCW regains the lead. But even then, College of Charleston hung tough, stayed with them, and had a shot at the end. Jarrell Brantley's shot at the end just goes off the rim and allows the Seahawks to advance.
Heck of a game that was. And our last game tonight was Towson taking on Northeastern, and the Huskies once again, we talked about it a little bit, that one of the was a very dangerous 6 seed, and they proved it tonight.
Yeah, they continue to play well. They've now won 6 out of 7. They had that slump in midseason when Quincy Ford was out, but they came into this tournament playing hot, and they showed that tonight. Although Towson has the lead at the half and played very effectively, but in the second half, they're all conference performers. David Walker and Quincy Ford combined for 30 points in the second half and allow them to pull away.
Now, as we look to semifinals Sunday, Robin, it's deja vu all over again. In the first game, it was a classic last year. It's going to be William & Mary taking on Hofstra.
Yeah, what a game last year. Double overtime. Daniel Dixon's three-pointer from the corner that everybody remembers the Tribe coming out on top. But we get the rematch, and this year Hofstra has won the first 2 meetings during the regular season, both in pretty handily fashion. They've used the physical play of Rokas Gustis inside along with the magic of Wanye Green on the perimeter to be able to handle the Tribe. And one thing that Tony Shaver talked about in his postgame was that they were going to have to be able to handle that. As we said, Hofstra comes in with a lot of momentum, played very well today. William & Mary is going to have to do something differently than they've been able to do in the regular season, which is control Gustis and then control Wanye Green.
And then at 3:30, just like last year, it's going to be Northeastern taking on UNCW.
Yeah, this will be an interesting matchup because these teams split the regular season matchups, each one on the other's home floor. So this will be kind of the rubber match. 2 contrasting styles. Northeastern, a veteran team like we talked about with David Walker and Quincy Ford. They've been here, very efficient offensive team. UNCW with that pressure defense, and when they're shooting the ball well like they did in the second half tonight, it allows them when they're making shots to put the pressure on. So Northeastern is going to have to handle the pressure of the Seahawks. It should be 2 great games tomorrow.
It should be. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow, Rob. It should be some exciting action here at Royal Farms Arena. Once again, it will be nationally televised on NBC Sports Network. Coverage beginning at 1 o'clock, of course, with Hofstra and William & Mary, followed by Northeastern taking on UNCW. If you don't have NBC Sports Network, make sure to log on to NBC Sports Live Extra. You can catch the game there. For Rob Washburn, I'm Bobby Broyles. We'll be here tomorrow once again to recap all the action from semifinal Sunday.